Join me as I dive into the signs of diabetic ketoacidosis that you absolutely can't ignore. Let's see if I can spot them all. Diabetic ketoacidosis, or DKA, is a serious and potentially life-threatening condition that can affect anyone with diabetes. The problem is, many people don't realize they're at risk until it's too late. That's why I want to talk to you about the warning signs of DKA that you absolutely can't ignore. Unfortunately, cases of DKA are on the rise, and that's largely due to a lack of awareness about this condition. People with diabetes often don't know the warning signs, or they brush them off as minor symptoms. But the truth is, DKA can sneak up on you quickly, and if you don't get treatment, it can be fatal. According to the American Diabetes Association, DKA is responsible for over 100,000 hospitalizations every year in the US alone. That's a staggering number, and it's a sobering reminder of just how important it is to take DKA seriously. If you're not familiar with DKA, it's a condition that occurs when your body produces high levels of ketones, which are acidic substances that build up in your blood when you don't have enough insulin. This can happen for a number of reasons. You might have forgotten to take your medication, or you might be experiencing stress or illness. Whatever the cause, the result is the same. Your body starts to break down fat for energy, which releases those toxic ketones into your bloodstream. The scary thing about DKA is that it can strike anyone, regardless of how well you're managing your diabetes. Even people who are meticulous about their blood sugar control can find themselves in the hospital with DKA if they're not careful. That's why it's essential to know the warning signs and to take action fast if you notice any of them. Excessive thirst is one of the most common symptoms of DKA. If you're finding yourself drinking glass after glass of water, but you still can't quench your thirst, that's a red flag. Another symptom is frequent urination. If you're getting up multiple times a night to use the bathroom, that's not normal. You might also experience nausea or vomiting, which can be a sign that your body is trying to rid itself of those toxic ketones. And finally, confusion or disorientation is a symptom that should send you to the hospital right away. It means your blood sugar levels are severely out of whack. These symptoms can escalate quickly, so it's crucial to take action fast if you notice any of them. One minute you're feeling fine, the next you're in the emergency room fighting for your life. I know that sounds dramatic, but it's the harsh reality of DKA. The good news is, if you catch it early, treatment is relatively straightforward. You'll get fluids, electrolytes, and insulin to bring your blood sugar levels back under control. But the key is to catch it early. I want to share a story with you that really drives home the importance of recognizing DKA symptoms. I know a woman who was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes as a teenager, and she was always meticulous about her blood sugar control. But one day, she started feeling really unwell. She was vomiting, her stomach hurt, and she was ridiculously thirsty. At first, she brushed it off as a stomach bug, but as the day went on, she realized she needed to get to the hospital. When she got there, her blood sugar levels were through the roof, and she was in full-blown DKA. The scariest part was that she had no idea anything was wrong until it was almost too late. Fortunately, she got the treatment she needed, and she made a full recovery, but it was a wake-up call for her. She realized that even when you're doing everything right, DKA can still sneak up on you, and that's why it's so important to be vigilant about those warning signs. If you're experiencing any of the symptoms I mentioned earlier, excessive thirst, frequent urination, nausea, or confusion, don't wait. Get to the hospital right away. Don't try to diagnose yourself, and don't try to wait it out. Remember, DKA can be fatal if you don't get treatment. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video has opened your eyes to the importance of recognizing DKA symptoms. If you've got a story to share or a question about DKA, please leave it in the comments below. And if you're new here, be sure to check out my other video on managing diabetes. The link is in the description box below.